adimba mdera la group village headman panye mfumu yaikulu dambe mboma la Mchinji. Tiyeni tonse tikasonkhane pa tsikuli kuti tikamvetsetse kukambirana ndinso
Are you passing through desert town and the things in place just for your safety? Oh yes, come in place just for your safety. Oh yes, come and test a different feel of life here at Comfort Lodge in the town. Comfort Lodge. Comfort Lodge. Luntha Television, together with Total Land Care, Assemblies of God Care, and other partners, led by NCA-DCA Joint Country Program with funding from NORAD, have organized a national conference on fighting gender-based violence, fighting inequalities, and climate-smart economic empowerment. The conference will take place on Wednesday, the 20th of November 2024 at Dimba Stadium, Kalulu EPA, in the area of Traditional Authority Dambe in Mchinji District, starting from 8:30 in the morning. The conference will be held under the theme, Together We Can Build a Resilient Nation Free from Inequalities, Gender-Based Violence and Human Trafficking. The guest of honor will be the Minister of Gender, Community Development and Social Welfare, Honorable Jean Monowauza Sendeza, MP. Come and hear on how we can take part in ending gender-based violence, inequalities and human trafficking.
Are you looking for a good venue for your next event? Welcome to Our Lady of Africa Conference Center, nestled alongside our guest house and delectable restaurant located in the capital city, Lilongwe. Whether it's a corporate meeting, a wedding reception, or a family gathering, we have the space and amenities to accommodate your needs. With good accommodation, facilities, and mouth-watering cuisine, your event is sure to be a memorable success. For more information, contact us on 0997.
Good morning, wherever you're watching Luntha TV, and welcome to our today's edition of Press Review, in which we take you through some of the stories that are appearing in our newspapers. And as usual, we do have the Daily Times and the Nation newspapers. In our today's program, you're with me, Charity Chilanga, and my colleague
Awashida Madantika.
Alright, I'll be taking you through the Nation newspaper, and to begin with the very front page, opposition plans video art make offers tomorrow, that's today. Part of the story says 5 opposition political parties are said to hold a demonstration and video at Malawi Electoral Commission make headquarters in Lilongwe tomorrow to push it to address their concerns on the electoral process so far. The parties are Democratic Progressive Party DPP, UDM, United Democratic Front UDF, Alliance for Democracy, Afford and Economic Freedom Party EFP. In a statement, they say they want MEC to extend the first phase of the voter registration exercise before proceeding with the second stage underway in some districts. Further, the parties want MEC to terminate a contract with Smartmatic International Holdings for the supply of election management devices, EMDs, and election system management software for the September 16th general elections. Ndiye uku akutilelo kuli nsonkhano watu lankani sudu zosoti kodi nkhani yake ndiyo mweyi
nsonkhano wina nsonkhano ende
nsonkhano wina komano I don't know kuti afuna akayankhule zokhudza zomwezi zama videos zomwe anapanga plan kapena they are going ahead with the videos ukoko ndikoti akukayankhula zina ndiye tikakhale tikuzimba zimenezo.
Kodi so far, should we say kudi iwa many yabumabanga press briefing, have they already met the MEC officials?
I don't know kudi have they officially kudi akambira nabo gale kapena kumango ira ndithathu lankani ndikumayankhula komano I don't really know ngati alumikizana ngati ma two parties kuti apanga mgwirizano pachina chake.
Chifukwa ineyo I would suggest kuti anthu before they go viral kuti mwina mwake kumapanga ma meeting kumalemba izina ndi zina timayenerabe kuti tizikhala pansi kukumana because and I believe kuti communication komanso dialogue imatha kusintha zinthu. Iweyo udzaona kuti nthawi ino ukadzakhala kuti you have a different opinion ndi munthu wina wake mwina you are thinking kuti wina wake sakuyendetsa zinthu bwino and then you decide to make that person mukakambirana pamene pachapa you find out kuti zimene umayembekezera zimene umaganizira si zimene zikuchitika. So it's good chifukwa chonena kuti make ikuyimirira wina aliyense. We can't even say kuti mwina mwake they are part of the side they are the current government. Chifukwa nkhani ndionena kuti tipange sonena kuti chinthuchi chikhale cha wina aliyense. So iwo malo moti mwina mwake azikumana okha opposition they also have to be meeting kuti azidziwa kuti tili side imodzi
osati kukhangati akungozungulira kumangozungulira. And I think izizi kuti zipangidwa address izikhala zabwino kwambiri because even if my results ama elections kuti adzatuluke anthu azapeza kuona mizira if these are not addressed. And
these are the issues zimene somwena mwake zimayenera kuchitika koyambirira komwe kuja in the pilot phase because there was that time ya pilot phase imene anthu amenera kuti aunike zinthu zimene zizi asana ntchito iyi isanayambike. So imayenera kuyamba ndi background imeneyo have they done anything kuti mwina mwake nthawi imene ija anafufuza kuti chimene chimavuta njani panopanso malo moti tizikokana because even if they say kuti teni tiyimitse zinthuzi and I doubt ngati making ngane kuti teni tiyimitse chifukwa they know kuti they have already wasted resources.
Ma resources apita
anthu alikale ku malo moti akukagwira ntchito awo akayamba zimenezi amene akugwira ntchito ajaso azenena kuti chifukwa choti ayimitsa contract yathu mwina isanathe akuyenera soti atipatse sonra government will be slashed ndi imene zipezeka kuti kutulutsa ndalama za amalawi. There's need for dialogue. Malo moti tizingoti iyayi
that's the way to go. Dialogue nthaizambiri imathandiza other than mangozungulirana mwina so mango dabo kuti kodi palembedwa izi koma they haven't officially communicated ndi make
mwina amake imene tinganeneko kuti mbali ina imene yakuyenera kukonza timamva maripoti kumanena kuti madera ena akupezeka kuti kuli wa NRB koma sakugwira ntchito akungokhala chifukwa chonena kuti alibe ma resources mwina ma issues ngati amene akuyenera kuti apange address zisanayambeso zinazonso kutani kuvota. Okay, chabwino. So I'm having the Daily Times and on the first page they're saying OC trashes UTM in Dawa. So the main headline is saying he failed to submit party nomination papers. UTM President Michael Ose has trashed the party's forthcoming elective convention this Sunday, describing it as illegal. He has since refused to submit nomination papers for the position of president. In an exclusive interview, Ose cited a number of sections of the party's constitution that have been reportedly been flouted. He said as such, participating in the convention would be akin to endorsing illegality. I am Vice President of the Republic of Malawi. If I participate in that convention, how will I stand in the public eye? Will the public have confidence in me, in my role as Vice President? So let me stop there. And it's saying that he communicated with the Secretary General through a letter that was addressed on the 28th of October 2024. Sure. So seems like issues for UTM we are seeing all the kinds of issues coming out.
And Baba unena zakuti he is accusing the party kuti the National Executive Committee is violating the constitution. We don't know.
You see, so we have seen good, when convention ya UTM will be very interesting because they already have a president and then is going unopposed. We already have
convention
Then we already have 4 presidents.
Yes.
I mean, if you one it as here, agaganize. Then I would say my issue are UTM. As a kale they should pressurize Malawi. If you know akale 2025.
Yes.
What we need is iwo wasinangama gavota oka. Agaone kuti agamukhulupirira ndani. Akagamukhulupirira ndani kumene kucha. Ifenso pa ifetoka Amalawi. Tione kuti kodi ameyipangira ziganizo.
Akuti amene ndiye politician.
Yes. If we have to make our own decisions. It's many manifesto yawo kunena. Kodi from where we have seen this person. Adadi watitenga moving forward. Zienda because
bola zikatheka chonto zipite ndithu pisazabele soyena obwera ndiziletso ena tani
waona kuti anthu azavomereza komanso you remember Dr. Usi nthawi ija pamene kunali nkhani zoti Patricia Galiata anamangidwa anakambabe kuti no he still wanted kuti the convention should go ahead. Now he's saying kuti yayi zisachitike. You wonder kuti zimene zisinde kuti zinakhaliridwa nthawi yanjibazi kuti zitani ulino ucha yes akakhulupirira ndani
zikathamuta
iwo ngamabwera kuno atibweretsere manifesto imene ifeyo tingayiunikire so baifedoka kuti kodi is it worth it chifukwa ndi kutengere usanapite kumeneko iwowa mene ndikunena kuti no what we are looking for the manifesto yawo DPP abayamba kali kupereka manifesto yawo akukamba zonena kuti God will give DPP victory in 2025. Now they have run to God.
Yes.
Now
kugamba zamuntu palide jo satheka ndi mulungu.
Komanso they should let God guide us. Iwo asampangile mulungu kuti should guide us. Should give them a win. Iwo we have seen them. Takhala nawa DPP, we know them, we know them. Asane kuti mulungu give them the leadership on a silver platter.
So mulungu ara
no you even tend to wonder even tikama pita kumpira waona timu ine yonse ikutenkana kupemphera then we don't even know kuti mulungu amakhala kuti akuyamba
alimbali.
Yes so bankhani imene God will give DPP a victory aba kugamba kuti Opposition Democratic Progressive Party has said God will give the party victory in the September 16th, 2025 local government, parliamentary and presidential elections. DPP Vice President for the Central Region, Alfred Gangata, said this on Sunday at UNICEF ground Kinsapo in Lilongwe. Gangata said Malawians were suffering such that their cries have received a divine response. We have been crying for a long time. We've been crying for a long time. No, they shouldn't tell us good no mulungu. No.
They have hope. Good as I mean, as also
and kumusikwa kuna kuti speaking earlier, DPP Director of Youth Norman Chisale said Mutharika would give Malawians all they needed once voted into power next year. Chisale then urged Malawians to go and register in their large numbers so that they could cast their votes next year. I think asking them to vote because we understand kuti madera even my politicians have been discouraging musakale mbeze abela kale mavote
chikufunikira ndi chimene icho because when we talk of voter abafe vanopande because anthu akumona zoti zomwe ma politicians amalonjeza akakhalaza kuti akufuna atenge boma ndi zomwe akumachita akalwa boma ziwiri zosiyana sakumapangati so it's like kuti munthu uno asomangokhumudwa so panopa chofunika ndi kumangowa zipani tizame manthu kuti azikalembetsa azavote otherwise
if we are willing to go to meeting in a to rally in a to hear the manifestos and then we'll come home and decide
to hear them about
let me give you a chance to
all right. NRB officials' absence frustrates some voters. Part with the story says Malawi Electoral Commission MEC has sent away potential registrants at voter registration centers during the first 3 days of the second phase of registration due to absence of National Registration Bureau NRB kits. It has emerged. Spot checks conducted yesterday in Luntha, Cholo, Kasungu, Zomba, Mchinji, Likoma, and Karabe established that NRB was yet to start conducting national identity ID card registration and verification of national ID in many centers. The second phase started on November 9th and will close on November 22nd. The Magamba Zina zikukwera.
Yes, Zinagambe kunena kuti no, they have to look into it.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember even in the first phase, Kumachinga, the whole MP had to conduct a vigil for council.
The whole MP?
Yes, kutenga na twage. That was a good MP kuti amufuna kuti twage akale mbese. Because akanakhala wina akanangonena so basi ngati sakufuna khalani pansi, you see, kumana atenga ndikukapanga vigil amachita kuphika pomwepo. Amachita kuphika pomwepo. And then they had to take action to what happened.
Yes.
Then ndizomwe zijaso zomwe menena kuti it seems like kuti no, yes, they have officers kuma center which kuma they are not doing it.
NRB di make kola boy kufunika ndetuyamba. Sure, let's move on to the business segment.
Okay, before we go to the business segment, I have this story that says government terminates 51 construction contracts. The government has terminated 51 contracts for contractors that were engaged to do construction works in the education sector. According to the Ministry of Education, the 51 construction companies are all Malawian owned. Addressing the press in Lilongwe on Monday, Secretary for Education Mangani Katundu said the decision to terminate the contracts had been reached after the ministry noted that construction works had stalled.
Zifukwa zomwe zimba construction anaimila sana besi.
No, this is so fun and so interesting.
Yes.
We have been crying kuri. Limango pele kama contract kwa foreigners. You see?
Yes.
No 51 owned Malawian companies have let deliver.
We are not serious.
No, if a company ya Malawi serious would nzika za Malawi zipunzire malo abwino. Zikuseweletsa ndalama zimene zapasidwa ntchito ikungoyima ino because we understand kuti anthu aja ntchito akamakhala kuti akuyamba amanena kuti nawonso akhale kaye kuti ali ndi package koma what we do Malawians ndi kuti timayembekezera kuti ayi ndi kuti ntchito iyambika akatipatsa ndalama ndi contract yayamba timeline mwapatsidwa kumafika 6 months ntchito sinayambike arawembekezera kuti boma silinatipatse kalendra koma misa koyamba you were supposed to have capital.
Yes.
So it's really interesting for you in the end it is nena so they prioritize foreign companies.
Yet and munomali capable
where no believe papa yeah, Charity, so yeah.
Alright, in the business segment of the Nation newspaper, industry says the digital insurance to enhance efficiency. Part of the story says the Insurance Association of Malawi says the digital motor vehicle insurance certificate is expected to improve efficiency as all general insurance companies will use one insurance system. The association's representative Dickson Malamba said this yesterday in Mzuzu during an orientation meeting with police, road traffic officers and the media. He said the system will, among others, create one database for keeping the certificates and will also eliminate fraudulent motor certificates in the country. Maybe we can have one more.
Okay, so they are saying cooperative sectors gets new lease of life. Cabinet last week approved the National Cooperatives Development Policy, which is premised on strengthening cooperatives' growth and sustainability. The policy, which would be implemented for the next 5 years to 2029, is structured to provide a conducive and enabling environment for the growth and sustainable development of cooperatives. It replaces the Cooperative Development Policy of 1997, which, according to an analysis from the Ministry of Health, had key shortcomings such as the lack of implementation plan and weak monitoring and evaluation criteria.
Alright, moving on to international news. 15 Chad soldiers killed. At least 15 Chadian soldiers died while 32 others were injured when they clashed with the Boko Haram militants on Saturday. Reuters reports that 96 Boko Haram fighters were killed while 11 were wounded. The army assures the population that the situation is under control and that actions to track down residential elements continue as part of Operation Chad military spokesperson General Assar said.
Okay, in foreign news, there is this story that is saying Ghana opposition leader tipped to win. Ghana's main opposition leader John Dramani Mahama looks set to win December's presidential election. An opinion poll showed yesterday, placing him ahead of his main challenger, ruling party candidate Mahamudu Bawumia. Former President Mahama, 65, and current Vice President Bawumia, 60, are the two main contenders for the December 7th election to replace President Nana Akufo-Addo, who is stepping down in January after 2 terms ahead of the gold and cocoa producing nation.
All right, moving on to the very back page of the Nation newspaper. Pasua eyes wins in Flames dead rubber ties. Flames interim coach Callisto Pasua says although the team's last two 2025 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON qualifiers are dead rubbers, they are determined to win. The Malawi national football team is this afternoon expected to fly to Ivory Coast to face Burundi on Thursday before hosting Burkina Faso at Bingu National Stadium in Lilongwe 4 days later. Burundi are using Ivory Coast as home ground for logistical purposes because they have another tie in West Africa.
Okay, so Malawians should prepare another heart attack. And we wish them well. Okay, so
you know so to me.
No, in the Nabima. Yeah, I just know. Okay, if they win, it's fine. If they lose, that's fine.
But in the
so yeah, yeah, and I have this story that is saying Mwase goes out at Wanderers. Mighty Mukuru Wanderers head coach Mek Mwase has reportedly gone on absent without leave, leaving his employers guessing on his whereabouts and next move. Mwase allegedly surrendered car keys to Wanderers Club house in Luntha soon after the team suffered a 1-0 defeat to Silver Strikers in the Airtel Top semi-final, which came a week after the side lost 2-1 to rivals FC Binyasa Big Bullets in a league match. So he has just decided that, okay, it's enough, let me just go. Okay, but I remember this other person, he's a CEO. I used to know him when he was working with Farm Radio Trust.
Okay.
Yes, he said, if you cannot deliver, just resign. So I think he has made a good decision.
Yes.
So, yeah, when you feel that, no, I can't, yes, I can drive this bus. Just go.
All right, moving on to international sport. Fernandez shines as Man United beat Leicester. I don't know if the pronunciation is like that.
Leicester City.
Yes. It's Leicester.
Yeah.
Okay. Bruno Fernandes marked his 250th Manchester United appearance by playing a starring role as Ruud van signed off his stint in interim charge with a 3-0 Premier League win over Leicester.
Okay.
Yes, even half on more international.
All right, so let me just finish with the arts and culture. Miss Culture Malawi, Mrs. Miss Teen Universe Crown. Miss Culture Malawi, Irene Navicha, returned home from South Africa on Sunday. However, she failed to claim the Miss Teen Universe Crown. India won the Miss Teen Universe 2024. However, Navicha, who recently missed out on the Miss Culture Globe Crown and only settled for First Princess, managed to be in the top 20 in the contest. It attracted 80 contestants from around the world. I think that's good. Being in top 20
yes.
out of 80. And then, yeah, and then settling for First Princess. I think that's the best that we can have. But we believe that she'll make it next time. She just have to keep trying.
Yes. All right, that also brings us to the end of our today's edition of Press Review. Remember, we just take you through some of the stories And for you to have a full picture of what's in the papers, you can get your own copies. Both the Daily Times and the Nation are going at 2,000 kwacha. In our today's program, where you were with me, Charity Chilanka, alongside
Rashida Matanjika.
Continue watching Luntha TV for the rest of our programs. Good morning.